Welcome to today's episode of Table Talk with
the Mercer County ESC.
All right, welcome back to the Mercer County ESC podcast. Finally, we're recording. Today we actually decided, okay, we're going to record, but we couldn't even remember how to turn on the microphones.
I know. I still don't know why it took a little bit.
Yeah, and this whole microphone wasn't even hooked up. I don't know what happened. So obviously it's been quite a while since we have recorded our last podcast. So we decided today is the day, and we've had a lot going on. One of the most recent things that has taken place is
the Mercer County Spelling Bee,
which I did not attend.
No, it was her birthday. So we had to get a community volunteer to help us record because I didn't want her to spend her whole day at the ESC. Though I'm pretty sure if there was anything you had to do for your birthday, the spelling bee is up there at the top of things. But I forced you not to come.
She did force me not to come, which then I ended up having a different meeting that night.
Yeah, because you agreed to too many things. So
she says I need to stop all of the volunteering that I do.
It will come as no surprise to any of you that Lindsay is on approximately 4,322 committees.
No, I actually quit one committee this year, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And I'm pretty sure I'm quitting another one. Anyhow, okay, so Emily has decided that today she is going to give me some words to spell. And if you know anything about me, I am a terrible speller.
Yeah, we're about to play Are You Smarter Than a Mercer County Middle School Student, Lindsay? Let's see.
It's going to be awful. Okay.
So just for the record, you can ask me the definition, the language of origin. You can ask me to use it in a sentence. And of course, I'll repeat the word to you as many times as you need. Are you ready? Don't look. Did you see? You saw that. Did you see her? She's trying to cheat. Okay. Are you ready?
I wish that I could cheat because I'm nervous about this.
There's video evidence. This is very similar to the time when you tried to gaslight me into thinking that the GPS rerouted when you actually just took the wrong exit. Okay.
Oh my. Here we go. Okay.
Okay. Your first word, speller. Your word is stymied.
Stymied?
Yeah, stymied.
Okay, give it to me in a sentence.
Okay. After 3 days of fruitless negotiations, the diplomats admitted that they had been stymied.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
S-T.
You didn't say the word first. Stymied.
Oh my God. Okay. Stymied.
Okay. Yes.
S-T.
Okay.
I.
Ding.
Oh no. What is it?
It's S-T-Y-M-I-E-D.
Okay.
It's an English-derived Scots word.
Means nothing to me, but okay.
Okay. All right. You're number one.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. Are you ready for this one?
Oh my God. This is probably going to be harder than the last one. You better give me an easy one.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word.
Of course.
Which I'm not sure what the homonym for this word is. It says here, but I don't know what it means. Your word speller is zucchini.
I can spell zucchini.
Okay.
Z-U-C-H.
Ding!
Yes!
Z-U-C-C-H-I-N-I. There are two C's in zucchini, my friends. Okay, so we have the new segment up here, but I have to backtrack a little bit because Lindsay messed up the last segment. So before we move forward, I need to give a shout out to Daniel Fullenkamp, an 8th grader at St. Henry. He was the winner of our spelling bee, 49 rounds. The last two spellers were going toe to toe. I mean, people were sweating. And when I say people, I mean my husband who was trying to record because he couldn't keep up with how well they were spelling. So good job, Daniel, and all the other participants.
You need to give your husband a shout out.
Yeah, Colin Kriegel, our community volunteer. He was the one who he was voluntold is what he told me. I voluntold him. And shout out to Kelly Toby and Sue Bruns and Stephen Axe for being our judges because we could not do that without these people. So now we can move forward.
Okay. So because we've been so busy, we decided that we were going to do a little segment and we might continue this little segment.
It's kind of fun.
Where in the world are Emily and Lindsay? So we're going to give you 3 clues with an event that we went to or that we're going to do, whatever. We'll just give 3 clues and at the end we'll let you know where we were. So we'll start with clue number 1. Okay, took place at the home of one of the largest universities in Ohio.
Okay. I can't guess. I know where it is. Oh, you want
Oh,
me to
Clue
read Clue 2?
2.
Oh.
Oh, wow, she's so good at reading my mind.
Wow, I just bumped the table. Sorry, everyone. It's our favorite event of the year, besides obviously our Mercer County Professional Development Day in October.
And there were 615 female leaders that attended this. So we'll give you some time throughout this podcast to think about it, and we'll give you the answer at the very end as to where we were. All right, we weren't sure what we were going to talk about, and then we started talking, and we actually have a lot that we need to share with everybody.
Absolutely.
And some of this communication has gone out in our Learning Waves, which is our monthly newsletter. If you have not subscribed to that, you can do that on our website. You can do it through, I think you can do it through the PD page, but also our educator resources page. You simply just fill out a Google form, and you can unsubscribe at any time by just emailing the email address that's on there. So we're just going to start with some PD options that are going to be available for teachers this summer. So we'll start with,
Let me start with the Literacy Summit.
yep, let's do it.
Okay, because then you can just talk about the Innovation
Okay.
Conference. We have a Literacy Summit on June 18th here at the ESC. It's going to be open really to anybody who is interested in literacy and what that looks like as we're all starting to shift to more practices aligned with the science of reading. With that being said, if you are doing anything really innovative, if you are a content area teacher who is applying some literacy practices in your classroom, or any teacher, really for that matter, please check out our call for presenters because we would love, we're all smarter together. We don't need to hire really expensive people to come tell us because we have a lot of local experts. So we're really excited for that day just to bring everybody together to keep talking about literacy because there's so much momentum and our districts and teachers are doing such phenomenal work to help give students all of those skills that they need to become successful readers. So we're really excited for that day to bring everybody together to kind of just be able to chat about literacy and what that's looking like locally here.
Yeah, the other day that we will be having during the summer is our innovation conference. So we actually did this last year. It was the first time we ever did it. We had around 35 to 40 people register. And they gave us really good feedback for the day. It is an all-day event where there will be different sessions throughout the day. And again, we are looking for educators that are doing innovative things in the classroom. Sometimes people think innovation is just technology, and that's really not the case. You have some innovative strategies that you're using in your classroom. So what are those things? And again, we are looking for presenters. If you are a presenter, we are doing a $50 stipend for each session that you do. So you can find those proposals or the register or
Call for
the call for
proposals.
presenters on our professional development page on our website. So if you go to the mercercountyesc.org, click on professional development, and then you're going to find all this information there. You can also start registering for these events. And we already have quite a few different people that have submitted proposals. It's going to be, both of these are going to be great events. So those are the two things that we're kind of running this summer. But we have some other things that are on our radar or things that we are going to be putting together. One of them is the gifted PD. So Wendy Mormon is putting that together. So there's a save the date and there's more information on the website for that. And then we have a variety of book studies. So throughout this year, we've done a lot of different book studies. And we have found that teachers really like those book studies. Most of them are independent book studies. So we have them pretty much set up through a Google Classroom. Teachers are invited to that Google Classroom after they register, and then they complete those activities or those assignments through the Google Classroom. Now, I will tell you that a lot of them have different tools that you are going to be asked to use to create some of your materials or
Yeah,
like
the
the
intent of that is
assignment.
kind of twofold. So one, you're given, not only are you reading the book, but you're getting tools that maybe you'll want to deploy in your classroom to use with your students. And the other thing is just keeping us in the framework of what it feels like to be a student, right? Like if
Mhm.
you're when you're being asked to use all these different platforms and resources in all these different classrooms, what does that feel like, right?
Yeah.
And how do we navigate that? So um,
I think the other thing too is like when you're doing an online book study or a class, the engagement piece, you kind of lose that. So we're always looking for ways that we can create that engagement piece by the collaboration. people being able to respond to one another. And I think that that has happened within these, and we've had
Mhm.
really good feedback. So we are offering a variety of book studies. Can you see how many we have?
Yeah, we have a lot of book studies because we like books here at the ESC.
Oh yeah.
Looks like 8, 9, 10, 11 that are just listed on this flyer. So
Yeah, and some of those we know that teachers are looking for gifted hours. We will have a variety of those that are gifted, and those are marked on there as well. So you'll be able to see which ones count for gifted hours and things like that. And I think that's kind of it for right now, but might be adding a few additional things.
I'm reading a real good book right now. That's probably going to become a book. So don't smile at me. But other than that, that's my part.
Yeah. I just finished my Let Them book.
Yeah, maybe we should just do all the book studies.
I mean, Mel Robbins, I've been like on a
You have been on a Mel.
podcast marathon.
We love when Lindsay goes on self-help marathons because then we all get better too. Like Lindsay comes in and did you know flaxseed will make you faster? She's never actually said that.
I was gonna say that
says
is not
things like that. So then suddenly everybody in the office has a bag of flax seeds. I'm not wrong, Lindsay. I will open the door and start pulling people in. For the record, flax seeds do not make you faster. I do not endorse that message, but that's the kind of message that
I was gonna say, like, you could have used something like for real. And maybe like the treadmill.
okay, yeah. Yeah. Lindsay has influenced people to walk on the treadmill. So if you come into the ESC at any given time, there are people, not me, because I get motion sickness, but it's true. You don't get to
Okay.
define me.
All right, back to where in the world are Emily and Lindsay?
Where were we, Lindsay?
We were at the BASA Women's and Leadership Conference. It took place, was that last week? Last week
yep.
already. Yeah. So last week, and it is one of our annual conferences that we go to. And obviously you can tell that we had a whole team there. So this is one of the photo booth pictures that we took, which is such a cool idea.
I know, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So every year we get this little, well, it started last year. Was the first year. So yeah, hopefully they'll have it again next year, and then we can
just have
like
a collection of photos.
I love it. Yes.
I love it.
So there we are.
We're good. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So we are to the joke of the day. And before we get to joke of the day, I just want to say that if you don't know this, Winans has now opened in Salina, hence my coffee.
Real good.
So for Lent, I only get it once.
For Lent, she only gets it once.
Well, I mean, I have been doing better. I think
yeah, this is something I'm not trying to fix for myself. I'm gonna get my expensive coffee every day. Sorry if you're listening, husband. He's not.
He better. You gave him a shout out.
I did give him a shout out. That's true. But I'm just gonna keep. There are just some things in life that I don't want to live in a world without expensive coffee.
Wow, that went deeper than what I thought.
Okay.
So we just want to give a shout out to Winans because they are
great.
now in Salina. You can order online. It's like
top
perfect
notch.
For us. Okay.
All right, Lindsay, are you ready for the joke of the day?
I mean, I don't know why I get all the questions. Like I had to do a spelling bee. I now have to answer the joke of the day.
Do you know why you get all the questions? Because I have to put up with coming here every single day, having you come barreling into my office, normally at like 8:06 when my eyeballs are barely even open. I have an idea. So that's why this is just.
We should tell them about the conference quick.
We should tell them about the conference real quick.
So, Emily and I typically will try to work out in the morning when we're at these conferences.
And listen, it's not like a we work out together kind of thing. It's we both work out in the mornings, and there's one workout room in the hotel. So I have no choice but to be on a treadmill beside Lindsay. And let me tell you something. So you set your alarm, you get up. Now, obviously it's a little later than a normal work day because you're in, like, you're staying in the hotel, like you don't have to commute, things like that. Mm-hmm. So I did get to sleep in a little bit, but it's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm on the treadmill and I read my Kindle while I run on the treadmill because I can't obviously have two hobbies. Like I can either read or run. So I have to combine those together.
I think reading on the treadmill is so hard though. Like I think that
it was very hard at the beginning, but like I've gotten really good at it. It was very hard at the beginning, but it really helps me plow through books much quicker because I know I'm going to be on the treadmill for a half hour every day. So anyways, I'm on the treadmill running away, reading my book. Lindsay comes barreling in. I have an idea. Guys, it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm not even on the clock.
She's lucky. I mean, you're lucky I didn't like text you when the idea came to me at like 2 in the morning.
So I'm running, she's talking. She can talk and run because she's fit. And
No.
she's just barreling ideas at me, but here's the worst part. So we get done and I'm kind of waiting for her like a good friend does. And she goes, "Let's do a quick ab workout."
Yeah. I have this ab workout that I do. It's great, and it takes, like, 7 minutes.
And this is the moment when I've decided that Lindsay and I have very different definitions of the word great. Because I almost vomited. There was a full body sweat stain on the floor when I was done. And she's just like, beep, beep, beep. Like she just does her little Russian twist. Guys, I'm 6 foot tall. Nothing is graceful. When I have to do these like planks to touch my
Oh
toes,
my
my knuckles
god.
are grazing the ceiling. So now I've done the ab workout twice. And
She knows what
Lindsay,
to
you
expect.
know what
She
Lindsay
said
told
yes to
me?
it the what?
Lindsay said, you can just keep doing this ab workout so that it's not so hard when we come to conferences.
Okay, let's get to joke of the day.
Okay, yeah, it is
Joke of the
getting
day
it's getting a little tense in
is
here. Okay, Lindsay, there were 2 windmills standing on a wind farm. One windmill asked the other, "What's your favorite kind of music?" What do you think the other replied?
I don't know.
"I'm a big metal fan." 'Cause it's a big metal fan.
I get it.